Yeah, you're still missing 6% of your manpower. So we'll keep an eye on you for a moment. Mysore State declared war on the Princely Federation. A nationalist victory in South Africa. I didn't even notice they were fighting. Okay. I have a sinking suspicion you might not actually need training. Though that is a big support equipment deficit. Though some of that should be arriving. Kickstart local businesses. Excellent. So, for the next year, we're going to suck industrially, and then suddenly things are just going to explodify. Economic stabilization until 20th of May 1939. And then we are completely without deficits for any of that stuff. We are at minus 181 again, so I might wait a couple of days just to get rid of that so we don't go down in stability again. And then we'll grab the focuses for education. No, science. We're the number one in science. While working in Britain's Naval Intelligence Division during the Second World War, Fleming was involved in planning Operation Goldeneye. Ooh, I wonder where he got that name from then. I still maintain that's one of the best Bond films. I am invincible. Couldn't really do that with the camera. I am invincible. Cypriot uprising. Now, Ottoman, seriously, if you lose to Cyprus, then you deserve, frankly, to lose this whole war. You get free troops. If you didn't get free troops, then fair enough. Cyprus can probably just roll over you. But you get free troops. More than that, you get more free troops than Cyprus gets. How do you lose? Alright, so we now have sufficient political power that going down stability is not a problem. So let's get the National Curriculum Act so we can get the research speed. Lovely jubbly. What focus makes Germany release puppets like Singapore and Madagascar? It used to be Kaiserbund, but they've gotten rid of that. So it no longer exists. Because they used to have a really hefty penalty for having colonies. They got rid of that, and with it they got rid of the Kaiserbund tech. So the German Empire remains German Empire. India has declared war on the Princely Federation. That's not the war I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for this one. Because Bharatia's troops are actually looking a little bit scruffy right now. Unless that's just because they changed their template. I would not be surprised if they're legitimately just low on stuff. I have a lot of manpower though. Into war artillery. Good. More bigger booms. What do we want? Yeah, we should probably get support weapons. Let's grab that. I can see how the uncrossable border area of Siam helps your defense if you're attacked. How do you avoid being bottlenecked if you attack? The way I avoid being bottlenecked is by using the Navy. I make sure I have naval superiority in the naval assault. Watch out for nukes. It's still at least 7 years before nukes become a thing. This is still only 1938. It's still kind of early. Support equipment's still kind of low. We're getting closer to the point where I can actually start building more factories and things, but I'm not quite there yet. Wow, our production efficiency is high. That's even with the minus 20% from veteran. And minus 10% from the economic stabilization. Interesting. United Provinces of America is next. Gandhi doesn't need tech. Oh, I see what you're saying, because Gandhi's in charge, so watch out for the nukes. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. I gotcha! United States seems to be pushing back. The AUS is getting squished. It's because the AUS failed to take Texas. It's too important. I'm annoyed that you guys didn't go to war with them. Like, this would have been an easy victory for you. It could have been so easy. Meanwhile, Pacific states really getting screwed up here. Ooh. Oh, right, yeah, you're fighting against each other. I was like, how did you take Goa? That's because Portugal are probably in the Entente. Yep. Despite the fact that Portugal never went to war with Middle Africa. How do I keep getting those confused? It's stupid. Alright, there's the African Civil War. I didn't think I'd missed it. Authoritarian Democrat. Social Conservative. Like, the South African Federation is completely social conservative. So I would feel vindicated in sending volunteers to assist you. I can send one. Alright then. We will send the King's Guard Infantry. Commanded by a main man, of course. Send volunteers. Damn. Go. Yay! Fighting! Huzzah! Why is Donkoban Union in Germany's faction? Are they? Oh, they are. Oh, now that's interesting. So, in the law, Donkoban Union is guaranteed by Germany. And when Russia does its Western ambitions, then Germany has a decision to make about whether they want to support or maintain their guarantee for Donkoban or not. And apparently Germany has chosen to maintain it in this one. So if Russia tries to do anything against Donkoban Union, then the Germans will step in. That's interesting. So this is a game where Germany could actually curtail Russia's ambitions, depending on how France does against Germany. And this is another ally for Germany, so could be interesting. I think the Federation's army consists of amputees. Look at their focus. What Federation? Caribbean? Oh, right. South Africa, you know, the one that I'm trying to support. We need arms. Really? That's the kind of joke I would make, so actually I kind of appreciate that one. I tried to hold it back, but I couldn't. Okay, we have the National Curriculum Act, so I think it's the creation of the regional universities. And we have arrived in South Africa. Great, let's make our way to Pretoria then. So we're going to rush up here. And we have the computing machine, so let's get some decryption. Serbia's declared war on Illyria. Ah, Serbia against Austria. Probably won't end well for Serbia. Unless, of course, you get Illyria independent, in which case that could end very well for Serbia. Interesting. Illyria is not in Austria-Hungary anymore. The South Africans have never seen such mobility before. It is incredible. And as we're marching up to here, we're regaining our organisation. And we made rather good use of the infrastructure down there. Actually, what is their infrastructure like? Well, it's level 5, it's not bad. Level 8 in Natal. Nice. It is garrisoned, but not enough. That is a fight I could win, although I am already kind of low on organisation, although this is just going to give me more combat experience. So it's fine. Russia has declared war on Turkestan Khanate. That is still not Alash order. I'm interested to see what happens with the Germans. And Russia. Of course the SAF needs volunteers to fight the war for them. They're armless. Ha 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 ha. Very good, Darth Score, very good. Here come the other South Africans. We seem to be blitzing our way through there, and we're going to take Pretoria in good time. Pretoria is worth 10 victory points. Nice. And we're in. Just don't let me get cut off. That would suck. We just won. Ha! You're welcome! Boom! Dominionists win in South Africa. Thanks to the intercession of the Siamese. I mean, you're still fighting against South Rhodesia, guys. You didn't need to send me home quite that quickly. In fact, I'm surprised you did send me home because you are still in another war. Ooh, civilian factories. Nice. I think it's time for some more infrastructure. We'll go up to level 7 in each of those. Yeah, well, you see, Siam's been through a civil war already. We know how to end these things post-haste. And you just saw that. I'm really surprised that this guy got sent home. Maybe it's because they're a puppet, but then why did they not surrender at the same time? I think Finland needs a focus too to help Russia in the civil war take back their old cause. Critical hit was effective. Yep. And I seem to have closed my Twitch overview. That's somewhat annoying. Alright, the troops fighting in the South African Federation have arrived home. Could you please go back there? Pretty please, with a cherry on top. Your job is not done. Oh, I can send 2 of them now. We're fighting against a smaller country, so we can now send 2 volunteers. That makes so much sense. It's unreal. We'll send the King's Guard along with the Queen's Guard. There we are. Send volunteers. Those guys. Go. Right, what was I searching for? Oh yeah, my Twitch window. There it is. Bloody hell, that's a lot of you watching right now. Hello to everyone. This is the biggest stream I've had for a while. Apparently Siam is popular. Mysore State took 3 states, Madras took 4, Dominion of India took 2, Princely Federation is dead. So, Princely Federation, no, Dominion, are you fighting against those guys? Illyria was annexed. Okay, so Serbia actually stands a legitimate chance now. Serbia's strong. Let's see if they release them. They will. Or not. Are they trying to form Yugoslavia, I wonder? Probably. Yeah, they still haven't released them. 3 days on. Integrate Macedonia. Develop Macedonia. End the occupation. That's Bulgaria. Greater Serbia. Indeed they are. Oh no, Yugoslavia's over there. Right, in that case I have no idea what they're trying to do. Requires Slavic Federation. Yeah, because you've missed that one already, you can't get it. Is Serbia social conservative? Nope. Paternal autocrat. "11 whole months until this sodding ship is done." Mongolia took 5 states. Tibet took 1. Marklik was annexed. Mongolia looking slightly more strong. Good. Why am I helping the Dominionists? Because I'm kind of aligned with the Entente, because Canada is the same side. Is social conservative. As are South Africa. Although they've become rather less social conservative since I last checked. Actually, what I'm probably just going to do is say, guard those 2. Go here. And force march, because there is absolutely no point to you moving slowly up through Africa. Dominion almost always goes Entente. It's the most Entente aligned. Oh, because they went more authoritarian. Maybe. Russia declared war on Mongolia. Japan declared war on Mongolia. Poor Mongolia. That is one game that I'm going to have to try again at some point. Ah, we won. Huzzah! Yeah, that was totally me. I did everything. And because of it, we got the increase in stability. Like, everyone knows how much of a nation builder we have become. We are now average stability once again. Factory output, dockyard output, division organization, national unity. We are up to 90% national unity. I think we are actually going to hit 100. Because we have this weekly increase. Creation of the regional university, so there's our tech slot, and we can't get this because we don't have 50 factories. No, we are a long way away from 50 factories. In which case, I think we could get the rising... Oh no, that's only for a year. No, we want more factories first, so it is time to start working on these. Bailout Siam Cement. Probably the first one, because it gives us civilian factories. Although that one actually gives more. Agricultural cooperatives. Let's do that one. Because the next industrial tech is in 1939, so yes, we want that one. Indeed. Rest in peace, Ungarn Stumberg. Seek help from the Entente. They went with work programs. Oh, I see, that's just getting help. That's not actually joining them. So, yeah, they can go National Party or they can go Dominion Party. I don't know. Current ruling party is Social Conservatives. Come to power through the Civil War. Current ruling party is Authoritarian Democrats. So, although there are a lot of Authoritarian Democrats, they won the Civil War. So, they're going to be Dominion Party victory. Huzzah! Horned Panda, thank you very much for the resub. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Really helps the channel out doing that. Really, really does. Oh man, I'm so frustrated. As you know, there's the ongoing demonetization issues. I'm still facing it. I'm still getting those problems. The latest being that the entire Supreme Ruler series, The Legacy of the Dutch, was demonetized. And that one seemed to be annoying because they are enforcing the 1 week minimum. So it will never get monetized because I don't think I'm ever going to get more than 1,000 views in a week. Like, if it doesn't in the first week, it almost never will. So yeah, popular series which just won't go anywhere. Monetary-wise. So I rely almost entirely on Patreon and Twitch for income. YouTube's income's going... Right, so 1938. We're going to wait until... No, that's a month away still. Get radar, but I don't think we really need to. We could... No, we're still getting that. That's fine. That's 39 tech, so we can't do you. That's 39. Let's get the improved infantry equipment then. And also another one, which is going to be that one. Support weapons. Sure. Why not? Cool. You are still improving. You are still teching up. Political power. YouTube is shafting its content creators. This website deserves to die. They are making so many mistakes at the moment, I don't really understand what their end goal is. Because yes, it does kind of look like they are trying to kill off the content creators. And they're trying to... I think what they are trying to do is become more like Netflix. They're trying to do more like in-house created content. which is why you're seeing an expansion of YouTube Red. It's why you're seeing more of like the YouTube sponsored channels and things, which I think is completely the wrong direction. You can't really compete with Netflix. I mean, you already have this huge section of the market. Keep it. You are unassailable. But they're doing so much damage to their own content creators that you've got like VidMe, you've got Vimeo. Both of them on the rise because YouTube people are just abandoning it. I mean, at the moment, the audience is still in YouTube, but as the content creators leave, so will the audience. It hasn't really happened yet, but it will. So yeah, not best pleased with YouTube at the moment. And even some of the bigger channels are starting to get affected by it. Like Quill yesterday tweeted that he was hit by demonetization for the first time. Which is kind of ridiculous. I mean, why do they have that extra layer of protection? He does the same content as me, and yet he doesn't get demonetized and I do? What? And then you have things like Jimmy Kimmel Live and Saturday Night Live and all that stuff, who are completely different rules. And that's been proven. Because apparently they have different negotiating rules with YouTube, so I don't know. How was that proven? That was quite big news. What was it? Oh yeah, it was when crap, what's his name? Casey Neistat did a video about, what was it? Mexico? No, it was Puerto Rico. He did a video about raising money for a charity in Puerto Rico. Got demonetized for it because YouTube said you cannot make money out of tragedies. Fair enough. Jimmy Kimmel did a video about Puerto Rico and did not get demonetized. And they investigated that and found that they had different rules. Japanese proposal. The Japanese Empire has approached us with an interesting proposal. Since Japan plans war with the German Empire and its allies in the Pacific, it needs us in an alliance bloc. Since we are located near many German colonies in the Pacific, in order to gain our approval, Japan promises us the entire Malay Peninsula, together with Indochina, after the end of victorious war against the German Empire. Do we want to join the co-prosperity sphere and risk potentially lethal conflict with the German Empire? You know what? I think we do. Seeing as I can't do any of my own alliance stuff, we may as well join theirs. And German Empire gains conspiring pigs! Opinion minus 50. We gain loads of claims. And we join the prosperity sphere. Huzzah! Jalla Von Hell, thank you very much for the sub. I really do appreciate that. Really do. Thank you. They're moving towards a TV cable thing with Ellen, Jimmy Kimmel. Yeah, they are. Absolutely. Hype! Sub-hype. So yes, we are going to be joining them. We're going to clear the Germans out of Asia. And we can get some more civilian factories. Cool. I'm going to... Right, where are the most of my factories? We can get 2 down there. We can get 1 here. We can get 4 down in Sierra Malay. So I think we're going to upgrade you to a level 7. Anything on the coast? No, those are all 1s. Those are all 1s. And then Pratabong is going to be the next one. Yeah, that looks good. Still producing outdated equipment because we are still a ways away from getting that light cruiser, but so goes. Goes Prosperity Sphere, the only faction weaker than the Entente. Hey, don't diss the Entente. The Entente are fine. AI doesn't do very well with navies. Like, a player played Entente is really good fun. I think that's probably one of my favourite games, actually, is when Val Bussy and I did the Entente Nations. Playing as, like, the super elite commandos with, you want me in the war against Mongolia and Tibet. Yeah, fine. I'm not going to help you, but this at least means that I'm in a war now. Oh, this does mean that I can't send volunteers. No, I don't really want your volunteers, because you're just going to sit here doing nothing. Non-aggression pact with Russia. No. Bussy, first time you've watched the, heard the sub sound? Shame on you! Anyway, as I was saying, yes, the Entente multiplayer game I think is one of my favourites. Because it was really good fun playing as the French Special Forces with their super elite light tank divisions, and also the French Navy, which is huge. Not as huge as the Canadian one, but still can pack a real punch. Decryption, frequency analysis. And the really interesting thing about that series was you really had to be careful about where you allocated forces, because your military is so small because of your manpower limits. You really have to pick your fights. So even though I might be at war with half the world, I have to go, right, I'm going to take those guys down and hopefully not get invaded in Africa.